I could just set the stage. So, yeah, we got a call from a good buddy who's an agent broker down in San Diego. And he goes, hey, we have a deal up in Inglewood. We're out of market. Like, would you be interested in buying this property? We're like, sure. It's a fixer, so we ran the numbers, and they were asking originally $550. And I was like, hey, $550 works. When can I go walk it? When can we see it? And he goes, hey, it's pretty dilapidated. It's pretty tough to get in there. I guess the seller that inherited it has a little bit of a drug problem. So, she only wakes up at noon. So we got to go after noon. So whatever, finally, we're going back and forth trying to pick days. She keeps canceling, and he calls me and he goes, hey, they ended up taking another offer. And I was like, what the hell, man? Like, I thought we had this done. Like, we were ready to roll. He's like, it's fine. I'll let you know if anything changes. And so lo and behold, about 2 weeks later, he calls me and he goes, hey, the seller has a reverse mortgage on this, and the payoffs came back higher than $550, and our buyers can't perform any higher. Would you be interested in taking the property on at $590, 40 grand higher? So, we reran the numbers. He sent me a bunch of pictures. We still hadn't walked it at this point, and we liked the upside on the deal. I liked the pocket. So we said yes, and we went under contract. Within 24 hours of us going under contract, we walked the property to find out that this was a massive hoarding situation. And the pictures they sent did not show that the true, property was filled with stuff. Not to mention that when we walked it, the seller was there with 3 other people that were her friends, and they were doing a bunch of drugs in the house.
Oh, no.
It looked like there might have been kids in and out of there. There was a ton of cars there. So, like, really bad situation, but something that we deal with a lot in this space. So it wasn't too concerning. So within about 24 to 48 hours, we were able to get in one of our investor partners. They liked the deal, and we were able to sell it off to them and bring them in. So we were able to perform on the deal, right?